In this lecture, we will learn about obtaining user input using Python's input function. When writing computer programs that are interactive, like video games, it is important that we are able to obtain user input and respond to it in the program. For example, if the user presses an arrow key, we want to move the game character in that direction. Other keyboard keys may be mapped to actions such as attacks that the player can use in the game. To get user input in Python, we can use Python's input function. The input function takes in one parameter, which is the prompt to show the user. Let's look at a basic example of working with Python's input function. First, we will create a variable named user input and set it equal to the input function with the string please type something passed in. Then we will use Python's print function to print out what the user typed. We can pass in a string user typed and then concatenate the user input to it. Let's run the code. In the console, you will notice that the prompt is printed. We can actually start typing anything we want, and our input will be shown in green. Once we are done typing, we can hit the enter key. Then we will see our input that we typed to the console. The input function converts whatever the user types to a string, and then prints it out as a string. If we want to take in another type of input, for example an integer, we need to specifically do the conversion on our end. For this next example, we will ask the user to enter a number. Then we can print out the number multiplied by 2. To do this, we need to use the int function to cast the input string to an integer, and then multiply it by 2. When we run the code, you will be prompted to enter a number. Once we do, and hit enter, you will notice that the number was doubled, and the result was printed to the console. In the next lecture, we will discuss some of the basic concepts that we will use when working with files.